There's one right there. That's the one that keeps going back and forth. Somebody kind of walking at night. It's like, I mean, in my parents' neighborhood, it's also become like my neighborhood. It's like DHS came in here and told everybody something. And so they're driving out of their driveways when I come out and doing the vehicular stalking thing. And now, I mean, these are like I am seeing. I mean, there's like 5 of them. They're like hovering back and forth. They're not like flying in a direction and leaving. They're like hovering over the neighborhood. I'm not sure if it's just a surveillance or they're actually directing energy at me, using directed energy weapons on me. Because it was heavy attacks tonight. And I'm at my parents, so it's usually not so bad. I don't know if he's up in his game or whatever. Because I am making videos, he knows I'm, getting involved with FFCHS and trying to send in, forms, send in, protest letters to our representatives and the president. Please go to that link and please fill that out and send it in to your local representatives and the president. Please do that. I think the more we get it in their face, we may be able to stop it. Wow. And I'm very sorry if I seem kind of disconnected right now. I got hit really hard in the back of my neck. Um, so I'm kind of like dizzy. That's weird. I mean, there's like one. That guy's coming back and forth, and it's like a quiet aerial vehicle. I don't know if it's manned or not, but they're all over. I mean, they're just all over my parents' neighborhood. And then I get the DHS, like I had like I pulled out the other day in the driveway in a black truck, and one of those other driveways pulled out at the same time and like followed me out of the neighborhood. And, I mean, that stuff's not a big deal to me, is they don't know what's going on. But I mean, I'm getting hit really hard. I'm gonna just point it at it and hope y'all can see that's the street light right there, and then it's up above that. Just a tiny blinking red light. It blinks red and then it blinks like a white, red, white. And then there's other ones that just blink red, and they're just hovering all over my parents' neighborhood. I'm not sure if they're civilian directed drones or if I don't know. But my targeting is very heavy. I see one light cars everywhere I go. Sheriff's cars everywhere I go, because I've started I've started communicating with my attackers, and so my vehicular stalking immediately increased. So I think that he gets surveillance of that and tricks people. When I wasn't talking to him though, it's like the remote neural monitoring was hurting me so bad. There's another one. They blink differently. It's like this one is blinking faster. It's like 2 red and then a white. I hope y'all can see that. There's just different ones flying in. I guess they're drones. They're so quiet and small. I don't know if they're capable of directing electromagnetic frequencies at people. Thomas said, if y'all know, Thomas Baker, go to his site, look at Thomas Baker's site, because he made a lot of videos, and it's kind of like, I don't want to scare anybody, because we're tough and we can do this. Another one right there, it looks different. It's like a stable light, 2 stable lights, a white light, 2 white lights, and then it'll blink white and blink red, but it's a stable light. Wow. And then another one up there. Definitely, I mean, it's definitely us. It's definitely like American drones or some kind of American vehicular craft. I mean, aerial vehicles. I just don't know enough about it. I don't know if they're involved in the DoD, microwave experimentation. I was like got hit in the back of the neck. I think they're going for like my spine, the back of my head. I mean, it's not. I don't want to scare anybody because I'm getting through it, but y'all know how it hurts, and I just like kind of slump back. It's like it just pulls you to the earth. You know, this directed energy. It's kind of just shooting through your body, and it pulls you to the earth, and it just really hurts. I think Kitty's okay though. I gotta go check on my Pepper baby. Yeah, like when I go to the house, like I'll go in and she will just be sleeping. And like I'll go in the house, I'll have to like shake her so that like, and like usually she would come to the door. And lately she's just like, she doesn't even know I'm coming in the house. She's sleeping so deeply. And I think she's so sick from all this stuff that she doesn't react to stuff. And I'm very worried about her. Like, I don't know if they're directly hitting her, but at this point they're targeting me so hard. Like, I mean, the V2K is so hateful. I mean, it is like, it's death hateful. It's not like, hey, you know, screw you and we're gonna screw with you. It's like, we're gonna, you know, I don't want to even say it. Like, I don't want to scare anybody. And I guess maybe they're just scaring me, you know. But the stuff they're shooting at me has definitely hurt me. It's definitely you know, damaging my body. Definitely it's damaging my brain. um I mean, no big deal. I'll heal. We'll heal. We're tough. But I want to show y'all this, and I just want to tell y'all the truth. You know, and then there's that car. See, they come in and out. I think they're really involved in the DHS vehicular stalking. um that house, and then a house down there with the black truck. They're really involved. Like my hope is that these two houses around me, because I think some of these guys are ex-military, just from they wear, you know, their army fatigue, sometimes cutting their lawns. I hope they're not, you know, involved in the ground attacks. It's really become a war for me, and you know, getting the information out is really important. But these people, they've reduced it down to just, you know, screw this guy, we're gonna do him. They say torch him is a thing that I hear of V2K. It sounds very militant. It's like torch him. They'll go torch him, or they'll say, you know, aim for his head or something like that. And it's like a military, like they're aiming stuff and they're acting like they're, I guess, military people. They don't talk to me. I mean, they just talk about me. And then there's like a good person in there who's like, I can't do. She's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. And they're just like, we have to do this. Like, he's crazy. We have to do this. And I mean, they hit me hard. Like, I went home today in my enclosure, and you know, they were hitting me under my head, and it was like that high pitched sound. So it's like they're kind of trying to get around my plates. They'll move their stuff. So he's got like a, now he's kind of practiced at it, and I'll place my plates, but he's kind of practiced at moving stuff around, you know, to get around them. I think I can figure something out though. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the Sentinel, and I'm just gonna put it in the middle, so I'll get both sides, because he has his lights on in his house all the time, every night, all night, in the front and the back. So I think he has stuff in the front and the back, and so I'm just gonna put the Sentinel, you know, in the middle, so it can pick up, you know, any of the remote neural. I think they have in the back, they have remote neural monitoring. In the front, they have ELF and stuff like that remotely. So I think they have 2 remote stations in that house. And when I move my plates to stop the remote neural monitoring, I get hit heavy with ELF, with like hard directed energy, like to my head and my neck and stuff like that, in my chest. It's wild. Look, there's one. It's like, it's not moving, it's just hovering. It's like hovering up. So they can hover. I mean, they don't have to move back and forth. That one's just kind of hovering there. I guess they're drones. I don't know from who. I don't know if they're just citizens. They buy those drones and they're just kind of doing a psych out on me, or if it's really belongs to agencies. I think it's just probably citizen drones they've sent up, like just citizens around, and they're part of the DHS fusion center stuff, and they probably got their drones. They have lights on them, and they're just flying them around my parents' neighborhood to freak me out, as part of the organized gang stalking. I think they probably want me to think that some of the directed energy is coming from those, but they're probably just those little ones that citizens buy, because there's so many of them. There was like 5, and then there's new ones coming in. So I think this is a psych out. It's a psych tactic. I mean, my attacker is very militant. Like, he's moving forward. Like, he's encroaching and just doing new things all the time. Like, so now, like, about 4 months ago, a month ago, he started the remote neural monitoring. And I remember the night that he did it, and it was like, they were like pushing back images in my head, and like images that I didn't understand, or I didn't like I'd never seen them before. And I started just praying. I was like, oh my God, it's coming. And that night it wasn't that bad. They remote neural monitor me, and like I feel depressed and stuff, but no imaging. And then about a week later, they got it up to where it was just like I would see something, and then they would just remote neural monitor that image back into my head. So he's really working on that. I think, like, if you look up remote neural monitoring, they can do, subliminal imaging, where they'll send it in and your brain will just, pick up the image, and they can just put an image straight in, a frequency that your visual cortex reads as an actual image, or like a little movie. The directed dreams are so bad. It's like the directed dreams are just like horrible. I wake up and I remember every part of them, and I've never remembered my dreams, and it's so bizarre. And like, I feel stuff in the dreams. Like, I'll feel like I'm being touched, or hit and stuff like that. So this technology is very scary. I think this was just civilian drones. I don't think it was any agencies. I think it was just citizens who are in the DHS Fusion Center or InfraGard with the FBI, and they decided to kind of psych me out when I came out here. So I would, I guess, think they were hitting me with directed energy. I'm not sure. It's a lot of very bizarre, covert stuff. Gotta figure it out though. We'll figure it out. Y'all comment on this if you know about this. My knowledge about drones and aerial craft, if they are capable of directing microwaves at us, just like our attackers remotely shoot us with directed energy. Please leave a comment if you know about this stuff. That one right there? No, that's not one. I think they're pretty much out of the area now. That's bizarre. That is so bizarre. There's so many of them. I bet you people like come out sometimes and they think it's like UFOs or something. So there's a UFO hovering. I think they're just little drones. They all kind of look different, so yeah, I don't see any in the area now. I don't know if I got any of them on tape. Y'all let me know. Well, I'll look at the tape. Sorry for being a little bit discombobulated. I got hit really hard at my parents. There were chemtrails all over today, and I was trying to, I should get some Epsom salt or go for a run and get the toxins out of me, but I was just trying to get a bunch of, cleansers and stuff that my mom had to kind of detoxify you, like exfoliate your skin, and hoping that would, brush off some of the, the chemtrail dust and stuff like that. There was so much of it today. I'm definitely a target. Definitely an enemy of whatever this program is.